that require substantially equal skill, effort, and responsibility under similar working conditions. The Equal Pay Act was approved on June 10, 1963. That was 11 days before I was born. My name is Kate Murray. I am the Executive Vice President of the Broome-Tioga Federation of Labor Council. In total, we are comprised of over 14,000 members belonging to 30 unions, and we have signed on to support Governor Cuomo's Women's Equality Agenda. Why? Because despite the passage of the Equal Pay Act 50 years ago, women in New York State still make only 55 to 84 cents for every dollar that a man earns. And for our sisters who are Black, Hispanic, and Latina, that wage gap is even larger. Today is April 9th, and it has been dubbed Equal Pay Day, because today is how far into this calendar year a woman must work to catch up to a man's wage from the previous year. What a man earns in 12 months, it takes a woman 16 months to earn. Does that seem fair to you? No. I think so. Women make up almost half of our state's workforce, yet full-time working women in New York collectively lose more than $22 billion each year. Do you know what would happen if this wage gap was closed? The average working woman would have enough money for a year's worth of groceries for her family, or almost 5 months' worth of mortgage and utility payments. If this wage gap was closed, working New York State women and their families could afford almost 9 additional months of rent, 2,000 more gallons of gas for their cars that they use to drive to work every day, and an extra 3 years of family health care insurance. Current legal protections have proven inadequate to close the wage gap for decades because of excessive loopholes. Wage discrimination often remains undetected due to workplace policies that punish employees for voluntarily sharing salary information. Fear of retaliation should not be an obstacle to identifying discrimination. If a woman does not know what her male counterpart earns, she does not have the information she needs to determine whether or not she is receiving fair pay. Loopholes in existing laws exempt far too many unfair pay practices. Damages are also limited, preventing women from truly being made whole when they are paid less than men. The Women's Equality Agenda will help bring discrimination to an end, allowing women to perform better in their positions and be paid fairly for their work. My union brothers and sisters support fairness and equality for all workers, with no regard for gender, sexual orientation, race, or age, or disability. If you can do the work, you should receive a decent living wage. As union members, we know that fairness and equality for women in the workplace will strengthen not only our economy, but our families and our communities. New Yorkers need the Women's Equality Agenda because women deserve equal pay for equal work. Everybody does.